Well, hello everybody. I am so glad to be back with you. I have not I've posted videos, but I have not recorded a video for probably a week and a half or 2 weeks. And so I am bursting with things that I want to talk to you about. So I'll be doing a drill and chat after I record a few unboxings, unveilings, whatever you want to call them. But I'm not going to do all of what you see in front of me because that is 21 or 22 diamond paintings. Everything from a 69 by 89, the one that's open on the table, to some 30 by 40s, and I've got a bunch of 40 by 50s and everything in between. The two, the small ones, the 30 by 30s, and the large 89 by 69. So I'm going to be a very busy girl making your videos on that over the next little while. And so let's start. I'm going to put you in the cradle, and I think what I'll do is start with the great big diamond painting that is open on the table. Okay, so let's start with what I got at the Pink Razzberry. So as many of you know, the Pink Razzberry is the store that I was informed is right in London, Ontario, well, right outside London, Ontario. It was like maybe a 10-minute drive from the outskirts of the city. And it was all straight down one highway, so there was no problem with it. And so one of my viewers, Lizzie Vapes, had told me about this store that was opening in London, in Strathroy, Ontario, on June 21st, and invited me to go to the opening, but my trip to London was not scheduled. It just didn't work out for me to go there. So, but I wanted absolutely to go and check the place out. So, I'm making a short story long again, but anyway, you know me. So I was in London this past week. Today is July 12th. I just got back yesterday, and I went on Sunday, July 8th. I went to an appointment with my father on the 9th. I'll talk about that in a drill and chat. And on Wednesday, I went to the Pink Razzberry with Lizzie Vapes. Anyway, Lizzie is like, I'm so happy to have met her. That's the first time I've met one of my viewers, and I just loved that opportunity. It was great to talk to somebody who's as avid a diamond painter as I am. And anyway, it was just great to connect with her. But the night before I went, 2 nights before I went, I wrote to the store and just said, I'd like to come in and shoot some video, and I'd like to buy some of your diamond paintings while I'm there. And I called, and Cheryl, the owner, said to me, well, if you want to have a custom made, we can make you a custom because we've got a printer here. And I just went bananas and said yes. And so I sent her three images that I wanted to have done. Now, I did post one of the images that I wanted to have done on the community post that I made on Monday night. Unfortunately, because so many people saw that post and went online and started ordering diamond paintings, they were so busy putting through all those orders that they got that they weren't able to do both or all three of my diamond paintings, which is fine. But I'm going to tell you about this one, and I did buy 4 from their stock from the supplier that they used to use before they made their own diamond paintings. So, okay, that's a long introduction. So this was literally printed probably within 24 hours of when I went in to pick it up. Now, as I said, the store had their official grand opening on June 21st, but in the interview that I did with Cheryl, you'll hear how they actually were open. They did a soft opening with no fanfare, I think in May. So they were open probably around the beginning of May of 2019, okay? And she's had the printer since then, and she's been making her own diamond paintings, all her own diamond paintings since then, and custom orders and so forth. And as she's going along, she's learning how to, lay the adhesive and all of that stuff. But she showed me all of their supplies and stuff, and anyway, you'll see all of that in another video. It was super exciting. So what you'll see here is that she's laid the adhesive in a bunch of different pieces. So we're used to, when we get a diamond painting from China, we're used to seeing maybe 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 strips, depending on the diamond painting company, that go the full length of the diamond painting. Right now, what Cheryl is trying to do is make sure that she lays the adhesive perfectly, and so she's more comfortable, since she's just been doing this for a few months. She's more comfortable laying it down in smaller, more manageable pieces, which, as far as I'm concerned, is fine. She lays it down by hand. They don't have a machine to apply the adhesive or anything like that. So she's been working here with smaller pieces that she can work with. I think this is going to be fine, and we're going to see together whether this is fine or not. Oh, okay. Pippi's been chewing on her indestructible dog toy. Okay. So I also got the inventory sheet, which I will show you. So that's the image. I call her the Swinging Mermaid. I'll insert a picture because I'm not sure if that's clear or not. But it's a Victor Nizovtsev painting that I had turned into a diamond painting. And then here we have the legend. So I haven't seen this personally myself, although I know that some companies do this. And I think there are benefits to it because it makes it very clear what your symbol is. Because on the legend, they print the color beside the symbol that appears on the color on the canvas. So that's different. And you also get the actual name of the DMC color. I'm not sure if this is coming clear or not. I don't know if you can read that or not. Okay, so I'll just set that aside for now. And these are the drills that go with this diamond painting. I hope there's enough. I'm looking at that and thinking, I don't know if that's enough, but I suppose if you put it together like that, yeah, that should be enough. Yeah, okay. So there's that, and then I will just show you the legend on the diamond painting. Well, you know what? I think what I'm going to do, I might replace the cover paper with parchment, because what I want to do is just take this all off so that you can see the image, and then I don't know if I'll be able to piece it all back together the way it's supposed to be. So let's just start. Now, one of the other things that Cheryl told me is that she uses parchment paper as well, like here, for example. I'm not sure what happened, but there's a small strip of parchment paper here, and I want to be careful lifting it off because I do not want to lift off the adhesive. Okay, so here is there's the parchment paper, and I just have to be very careful taking it off. No, that's lifting, okay, hold on. That is lifting off the adhesive, so I'm going to go at it a different way. Okay, you guys, this is going to be a long video because I'm going to show you not just me taking the paper off, but I'm going to replace it with parchment paper. And I'm going to give you close-ups on the glue and stuff like that because you may not want to do customs as big as me. You know me, I like my customs big. I actually like all my diamond paintings big. But you'll definitely want to be able to see the quality of the adhesive. So, that's used if you're going to order from this company. Now what I can tell you is that that adhesive is nice and sticky. So right off the bat, I'm going to acknowledge that some people may not love the idea of having the different just a second, trying to get this up here. Oh, perfect. Okay, there we go. Now I'm getting it. No, I'm not getting it. Hold on. No, there's no adhesive here. Oh, I see what's happened. Okay, all right, I see what's happened here. Okay, everybody, so I'm back and I wanted to just let you know what it is that I'm working with here. So what Cheryl told me when we were in the store was that, you know, because she's still learning, sometimes she makes little oopsies when she's cutting the adhesive paper. And so what she does then is she'll apply parchment paper since it doesn't stick. And so it looks like that's what's happened here. And I'm just having a little bit of trouble removing the parchment paper. Now, let me tell you that I saw many, many canvases when I was in the store. Many canvases that they had printed that were ready to send out. And it's only because mine is so big that it's done in these pieces like this. This is not the way you would get your canvas if you're getting a smaller, you know, let's say a 40 by 60 canvas or something like that. Or a 30 by 30 or a 30 by 40. Okay. So I'm not too fussed about this. You know, you guys know me. I don't get too fussed about stuff like this. Now what's happened here, okay, so what's happened here is that the canvas has actually, I didn't realize that parchment paper was holding the adhesive that should be in this space here. So there's a strip here that has no adhesive. So what I'll have to do for that is I will probably start working on this canvas by like gluing the diamonds that belong in this strip down, and then it'll be fine. There's a little bit, because this is, well, I might actually be able to fold it. No, I won't. Okay, I'm gonna have to remove this. Now you're seeing all of this just simply because I want to give you a true to life video, and life sometimes gives us things that are not exactly what we had anticipated, but I'm not too worried about this. It's I got this canvas, a custom that I ordered, literally, because I sent the email with the pictures that I wanted probably around 11 p.m. and it was ready for me less than 48 hours later. Like, it was ready for me 36 hours later, because I walked into that store at 11 a.m. on Wednesday and it was there for me. So I don't know if you can see this. Let me blow you up a bit. You see here where you see a little bit of gray? That's actually 2 layers of adhesive, because what I didn't realize was that the adhesive would fold back on itself. Anyway, So I'm not worried about this, albeit, you know, I can work with that. 89 by 69 canvas, and we are talking super thick canvas, and it actually feels like canvas on the back. It's got sort of a plastic, like a more plasticky coating on the front as the print surface, but 89 by 69 inch image, and it's got one little thing, and this is, again, like, I'm not sure, this is probably one of the bigger ones that they've worked on so far. So I'm not worried about this. I paid $65 Canadian for this. Now let me just shrink you back down again. And I'm gonna put you back where I had you before to, oh, wait a minute, but first, there's a little tiny strip of paper here. And this is what you get when you get something that's handcrafted instead of done in a factory. They haven't done millions of these things. They've done probably hundreds to a few thousand, and they're going to get better as they go along. So I'm still planning to order more customs from them. So I'm going to put you back where I had you originally so that you can see the whole thing. And I'm going to continue removing the cover paper from this. So let's continue working from here. Now, what I am seeing is that there are places where the strips are overlapping. So I'm removing the paper from the bottom strip first to make sure that I don't run into trouble. So here there's about 1/4 of an inch overlap, and I should have removed this one first, but you know what I'm actually going to do? Okay, so I see that there's about 1/4 of an inch of overlap. I'm going to cut the adhesive because I don't need that extra 1/4 inch. And now, there we go. Perfect. Oops. Okay. And there's just a little bit, there we go. There. Okay. All right, so now, there we go. And I am going to drill this soon. I used to never have more than one diamond painting on the go at a time, but lately I've been finding that I have all kinds of reasons to drill multiple diamond paintings at a time. And I want to drill this one because I want to be able to actually show you the finished effect. Because sometimes we have little things like this on a canvas. I don't see them as a big deal. I know there are some people out there who don't, they want perfection in everything. I am old enough to know that you don't get perfection. Sometimes you have to make perfection from something that's a little bit imperfect. And I'm looking at this, and it's a beautiful image. It's a beautiful rendering. I have a diamond painting that actually has the artist's name still on it, because usually they remove the artist's names. The stores in China always remove the artist's name because, copyright or whatever. But this is for my own personal use, so I'm not overly concerned about the copyright issues. I don't have any reason to believe that the store would suddenly start using this diamond painting for lots and lots of other things. So, okay, I'm going to take you out of the cradle and I'm going to bring you down close. But first, I want to admire my beautiful mermaid. That is just stunning. Now, it always looks better through the camera, and I know there's some glare on this, so you're not getting the same effect as I am. But this is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And I don't know how many colors there are. I didn't count. Let me do that now. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37. There's 38 colors here. And I think you can see just how beautiful this is going to look when it's all done. I love this image so much. Okay, so now we're going to get up close here. And through the camera I can see much more clearly where there were slight overlaps in the sections of adhesive paper where they overlapped. But that's going to be fine. Like, okay, here there's a teeny tiny section where there's no adhesive. I don't care about that. I'm just going to glue that down. Like, I'll glue the diamonds down there, and it'll be just fine, because at the end I'm going to be covering this in Varathane, so those diamonds, they're going to be fine. There's no problem. So right now I'm concentrating on the adhesive itself. So I mean, it looks pretty good. Here is that area where I removed the strip of parchment paper. And so you can see here where I didn't realize that this strip was actually supposed to flop over that way. So I've got a double strip here and none here. So that's another area that I'll just glue the diamonds down. Like, for a diamond painting this size, I'm not fussed about that at all, okay? Would I be happier if it was perfect? Of course I would. I'm not stupid. But they put this together for me as a favor so quickly. They did a beautiful job. Like, the printing is super, super good. The image is, look how clear the printing is. It's so clear. And as you know, I like letters and numbers. And, you know, it's pretty much all letters and numbers, except for, you know, maybe 12 symbols, because we ran out of letters. Maybe a few more symbols than that. But anyway, like, this is really nice. And those are the only areas up at the top where there was either an overlap or some missing glue, like areas where there was no glue. The bottom of the diamond painting is fine. Like here, like I just checked to make sure that there is glue here. There is glue. There's glue there, but that's another area where there was a seam between two pieces of adhesive. But there is adhesive everywhere. And I can tell you that when I was at the store, this was perfectly, perfectly flat. They had laid it on a table for me, and yeah, they had laid it on a table for me, and it was waiting there for me, and then they put it in the mailing tube for me to transport it back to Ottawa. And yeah, so anyway, there you go. This is my beautiful Victor Nizovtsev. I'm really happy. For $65 Canadian, which would be, I don't know, maybe 40 some dollars American, I think I've got a treasure here. Yeah. Like, she's just gorgeous. Okay, So that's that. Let me cover her up with parchment paper now. Yeah, I'm going to do that on camera. Okay, so I just have plain parchment paper, no name parchment paper, that I bought for taking back and forth to London. Whoops. All right. So, oh geez. Hang on. It's slippery stuff. All right. And I'm not lying it down perfectly straight, but that's okay. I'll fix it after. I've never done it. I've never put parchment paper on such a large piece, so I should use my phone. All right. All right, so I'm just pushing the air bubbles out. There we go. There we go. Now I need to cut this, and here are my scissors. Yeah. Okay. Oops. Nope. Not straight enough. I don't want too much overlap, but I want a little tiny bit of overlap. Okay. There we go. All right then. Let's put the parchment paper away. And I've still got tons of parchment paper left over. So, all right. That's my mermaid, all covered up, and yeah, so in terms of the canvas, I would give the canvas like a 9.5 out of 10. You know, I don't usually rate things, but just to let you know, like, I know it's not 100% perfect. There are these two little things here, but I'm very happy with it. And I know I'll be able to deal with that stuff, so I'm not even going to worry about it. Okay, let's now get into the drills. And so for that, I'm going to get you down closer and set you up the way I normally do. Just before I do the inventory of the drills, I wanted to show you the oh, okay. There's actually a hole in the end cap, because these are shipped by I think she said Canpar in the States, in Canada, and DHL in the US. So there's a little hole in the end cap. But take a look at how thick that is. Like, I'm going to get the tape measure out, and let's see how thick this cardboard mailing tube is. Like, it's the thickest I've seen. It's almost it's half a centimeter thick. So half a centimeter is, let's see, it's 1/8 of an inch, over 1/8 of an inch, 3/8 of an inch almost thick. This cardboard is not going to bend. Like, I could probably stand on it. In fact, okay, I'm standing on it and it's not breaking. So, and it's not bending. I put all of my weight on it, my considerable weight, which I'm not going to tell you what my weight is right now. But anyway, but it withstood me standing on it. So anyway, this is going to get to you in the mail intact without any problems. All right, let me bring you down so that you can do the inventory with me. Okay, so here are all of my diamonds that they sent me and the inventory sheet. I have a plastic, like a Ziploc bag that I'll be putting them in. I don't think I'll need this. These are the extra baggies that I have in case there's broken drill bags, but these are all Ziplocked, so I'm not concerned about that. And yeah, that's pretty much all I need. I'm going to pause while I take these bags out of the cellophane, and I'll just spread them out on the table, and then we'll start our inventory. Okay, so here are all the bags, and they are labeled with the DMC number, and they've weighed them. So they showed me, and you'll see the scale that they use to weigh their diamonds. It's very similar to my little scale here. It's very small, and it's super, super sensitive. So I've linked this in other videos, and it's my drill weight chart. All right, so 157, I need 780. This weighs 4.75 grams. Now there's the weight of the bag in there. So I'm going to weigh 157, which is our first number here. There should be 780. So 157, when I weigh it with the bag, and I could empty one of these bags to find out how much it weighs, but I'm not going to bother. So let's just call that 4.75 grams. So when I look at the round drills, 900 drills weighs 4.5 grams, 1,000 drills weighs 5 grams. So 4.75 grams would be about 950 drills. I only need 780, okay? So I'm happy with that. All right, so I'm not going to go into all of that detail for all of these, but I will go into some detail. So let's see, here we've got 939, and the weight that I have is 21.6 grams. So let's see, 5 grams is 1,000, so that's 4,000 plus 1.6 grams. 1.5 grams is 300, so 21.6 grams. And for 939, let me just find it. 939, I need 43.51. So I'm going to have enough of the 939. Where do I have 939 again? Okay, so there we go. So like I say, I'm not going to do all of them, but I will do a few. Okay, so let's do this one, 38.66. Now again, it's weighing the bag. To be perfect, I would remove the weight of the bag, but it's close enough for horseshoes here. So this is 9.97, so let's call it 10 grams. And we know that 5 grams is 1,000, so this is just under 2,000. and I need 1,783. So that's good. Let's do another one, 989. It's 10.5 grams, so 5 grams is 1,000, and 47 grams is just under 100, so I've got 2 times 1,000 plus 100. So I've got 2,100 here, and 989, I need 1,960. So again, I've got plenty of extras. I don't know, do you want to do one more? Let's do one more. Let's do one more. What the heck? Let's do this lovely green. 906. Oh, I like 906. So 906 weighs 7.36 grams. So 7 grams is 1,400. 7.5 grams is 1,500. So 7.36 is a little bit more than 1,450 drills. So for 906, I have 1,301. And what did I say? 1,450. So I've got like at least 150 extra drills. Oh, geez, I'm going to do one more. All right, 922. Let's see. So this is 3.69 grams. So 3.5 grams is 700. Whoops, you can't see that. 3.5 grams is 700. 4 grams is 800. So let's say this is about 750. And for 922, I need 596. So again, I've got plenty of extras. All right, so that's the way I use my scale. Oh, look at that. I still have the cover on the weigh part. This is the first time I'm using this scale. Let me turn it off. Okay. There we go. All right. Yeah, this is the first time I'm using this scale, so so it was fun for me to try. I knew it would come in handy sometime. All right. So I'm not going to weigh all the rest of them because I've weighed enough here that I trust that their counts are accurate. So let's do 702. And all of these are packaged, like I saw them packaging drills, and like they weigh them and then they package them. And it's I think you'll be fascinated when you see the video. 38, 53, 1507, there we go, 3863, 3371. I don't have any 310s. 160, 932. Now they've ticked all of this off, and I actually met the woman who, you know, confirms the quantities. So you know, it gives you a certain amount of confidence when you meet the people who make your diamond painting and put together your kit and you know, count the drills and all of that stuff. These are high quality bags, by the way. Like, these are not the cheap flimsy bags that we get from China. These are very thick plastic. You would be able to reuse these again and again and again, and I don't think that they would fall apart. Like, you know how sometimes they rip open when you use the ones that have the red strip? I don't think you'll have a problem with this. So 3072. It's called Beaver Gray, very light. 733. And again, like, the bags are all nicely sealed. Pippi. All right, Pippi is at the window watching what's going on outside the door. Oh, here I see one little straggler, but I think this is from the factory. that it was a straggler, because when I show you their production, you'll see, oh my goodness, I was so interested in how they did this. It was such a privilege to be able to watch their operation. It was just so cool. Okay, 904. 904. There we go. 3768. 3011. 823. 919. Okay, and I'm doing this, as you know, on the back of my canvas, and I can't tell you, like it's not like a velvet feel or anything like that, but this is cloth. This backing, I believe, is cloth, and then it's been sort of plasticized on the front. It's a really fascinating feel. It's the kind of feel that you get when you buy a canvas print, like a print of a painting that has been reproduced, and it's reproduced on the nice quality canvas that they stretch over a frame and stuff. That's what this feels like. It's very, very thick. It's good. All right, 924. Like I'm so impressed with the quality of the materials. 780. 322. 646. Okay. 311. 413. 372. 415. 435. 535. I'm not sure if you can see all of this, so I'm just going to move some of these back here. Make sure I know where I left off. Okay, yeah, I think you can see everything now. Well, mostly everything. Okay, well, I'll show you everything before I finish. 3755. 334. 433. Did I already do that one? Nope. 312. 318. 319. Now, it looks like either I might have missed counting a couple, or checking off a couple of these. So I'm just going to go through very quickly. I'll put this on like 8 times and just double check everything. Okay, so I'm just now going through, and I blew it up for you so that you could see. It was my mistake. I didn't tick off some of the colors as I was going along. So we have everything that we're supposed to have. And according to those few that I did at the beginning, they sent at least 10% extra. So that's good. Now let's take a look at these drills and we'll just take a few colors. So let's see. Okay, so they have little tiny dimples on them, which I don't have a problem with. I'm still waiting for Rachel Ray's video, and I'm not saying that because, like, where is it? It's just, you know, I know Rachel's busy and I know that she's going to be doing one, so I'm really excited to see it because I love Rachel's channel and I know that she thinks deeply about these things, probably more so than me. Not a deep thinker here. Anyway, there you go. They look good. I don't see any that are misshapen. Now, of course, there will be some misshapen drills because there is no perfection when it comes to making drills. Even Evermoment has problems with their drills, with some of their drills, not all of them, but you know, there's always some trash. So I'm not concerned about that. But you know, I'm just taking a look at a few of the colors here, and I know it's hard to see dark. Oh, look at that. Those are pretty damn flat. Very nice. Yeah, I don't see any cupping. This is a big concern with drills, is the cupping, the concave drills. There's no concave drills that I've seen, like none. Every single one of these has like a huge amount of surface that will be touching the adhesive. So yeah, I think this is going to be a really good drilling experience. I'm going to start this real soon. My only concern is it's so big. Oh my goodness, it's so big. I'm just going to zoom you back in. It is such a big diamond painting. So the canvas itself is 80 centimeters wide. I think it would probably fit on my workspace. This, I'm going to start it soon because I want to get back to you guys with my impressions of actually working on this diamond painting. Because it's one thing to say everything's great in the order, and everything, you know, everything is great. The only issue that I found was those little tiny pieces of overlapping contact paper. And again, I have a plan for dealing with that, so I'm not worried about it. I like the fact that they put all of the drills in plastic bags, so I'm not going to have to, you know, pour them into different containers. I can just use my little cat food cases, and this will be my golden mermaid, or not golden mermaid. This will be my swinging mermaid. I must say, I was a little disappointed when my daughter told me that she wanted the golden mermaid that I had bought, because I was really looking forward to having the golden mermaid as my very own. But I might actually like this one better. So we'll see. I'm going to have to do both of them within the next few months. This one I'll do first. My daughter's, I'll give her for Christmas. So I have a few months to work on it. But we'll see at the end. I'll do a side-by-side comparison. Now, one of them is square and the other one is round. So, you know, it's not apples, like it's kind of apples and oranges. But I'll tell you what my experience was with both of them. But you'll certainly hear about this one really soon. Okay? So that is my very, 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 very long video of the Swinging Mermaid, 69 by 89 centimeters from the Pink Razzberry Diamond Painting Store in Strathroy, Ontario. They deliver to Canada and the United States. They use a courier company, DHL for the United States, Canpar for Canada. I believe that what she told me was that the shipping cost to most parts of Canada is $20, $30 to Vancouver and places like that. I don't know what the DHL cost is, but I'll try and get in touch with her, and before I post this video, hopefully I will have that information for you. so that you can decide whether you want to order from the Pink Razzberry. And I'll be able to give you a definitive absolutely order from them, or not so sure, once I've begun drilling this. But I'm thinking, just based on what I've seen, I'm very excited to get my second diamond painting from them. I've asked them to do a Ciro Marchetti, and I call her the Sorceress. And I'll insert a picture of the Sorceress right here. And I think I'm going to do the Blind Angel because I really, really, really want square drills for the Blind Angel. I will definitely be ordering square drills from the Pink Razzberry because I want to be able to report back to you on what their square drills are like. Now they're building up their inventory of square drills. So that might be, I don't know when that'll be, but I am definitely going to be buying from them again. And I actually plan on stopping in there every time I go to London because I was so impressed with the store, and I talked to a bunch of the customers, and I talked to Cheryl, the owner, and it was just such a great place. So anyway, be on the lookout for my videos doing interviews with Cheryl and her customers. And yeah, so that's it. That's my long rambling video about the Pink Razzberry diamond painting. And here you see they have their logo on all of their prints. Oh, you can't actually see that. But yeah, so it's an actual store that you can go into, and it's fantastic. Now this is www.prdiamondpaintings.com. Now she told me that they don't have their website up yet, but that is the website that they are going to have. Right now you can find them at the Pink Razzberry Diamond Painting on Facebook, but they will be opening up a website soon. And yeah, I'll be looking out for that, because then I can scan their designs and all of that stuff, or look over their designs and decide what I want to buy next. Okay, everybody, that's it for me. Really saying goodbye. Thank you to all my subscribers and my viewers. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment down below. If you haven't subscribed yet, I don't know what's holding you back. Why don't you subscribe? And if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, please. And I'll be back with you very, very soon. Bye-bye.